Hello, good evening beautiful yogis. It is Tuesday evening, which is a little bit different. I've been away up in Norfolk since Friday. We're right up on the North Norfolk coast where it was a good 10 degrees cooler than it was by the time we travelled home here today. So I've just had to wet my hair and just have a little shower and cool myself off a bit, so I haven't acclimatised yet. So I'm really pleased you're all joining me this evening. We are going to have a really gentle practice. Hi Sharon, lovely to see you. We're going to have a really gentle practice. I'm going to do a little guided relaxation at the end. So do make sure you can get yourselves nice and comfortable. And we will be doing a little bit of legs up the wall. So if you can make sure your nearest space, doesn't need to be a wall, it can be, you can be on your bed with your legs up against the headboard, you can be against a wardrobe, door, a wall if you have one, there's no problem. And if you can grab a cushion or a blanket, a pillow or maybe a rolled up blanket, something like that. Just have all of those things to hand. And we're going to start this evening in Shavasana. I think you probably all just need to relax. Maybe if you're outside, maybe it feels really nice to be down onto the earth at the moment. So let's start the class this evening. Taking a little Shavasana. So come down to your mats and bring yourself down onto your back. Just start with a moment with the knees up towards the ceiling and the feet flat on the ground. And just take a moment to feel how your lower back is feeling today. Just take a moment to press the lower back into the ground and then release. Do that a few times. Okay, so for some of you it might feel quite nice to stay with the legs bent. Some of you might like to extend the legs all the way out along the mat. Coming into full Shavasana. But if you extend the legs out, just take a moment to notice how the lower back feels here. Which position feels more comfortable for you this evening? And then make a decision as to where you'd like to place your legs. We'll gently take the arms away from the body with the palms facing upwards. And maybe tonight just take them slightly wider apart so that you can actually allow your armpits to breathe a little bit. Gently tuck the chin in towards the chest and just gently roll the shoulder blades under a little bit to open up through the front of the chest. If your legs are extended out to the side, just allow the little toes to drop out to the side. And feel that opening and relaxation travel up the legs into the hips. Take the time, take your time here. Just find that comfortable position where you can allow yourself to rest completely. Maybe absorbing any breeze that you're feeling in your room or your outside space. Allow the eyes to close, the eyes to stuffily roll back into their sockets. And relax the eyelids, relax the eyebrows. Soften all of the muscles of your forehead. See if you can allow all of the lines on your forehead to gently smooth. Relax your temples. Release any tension from the jaw. Allow the teeth to separate slightly. And the tongue just to gently relax away from the roof of the mouth. Relax your throat, relax your collarbones, and allow your shoulder blades to melt into the mat. Release any tension you're holding from the upper body. Relax each of your fingers. Relax each of your toes. And gently soften the abdomen, softening the lower back. And just allow yourself to come into a state of softness and of relaxation. Take a moment to connect with our breath. So just mindfully paying attention to your breath. Without changing the breath, just notice how you're breathing this evening. The breath might be a little bit faster. It might feel a little slower. Maybe it feels a little erratic at the moment. Just bringing your full attention to the breath as it gently flows in through the nose, filling into the lungs. And as you exhale, just allowing that breath to travel out of the lungs. Just enjoy your breath for a few moments, breathing in and breathing out. And if you are just joining the class, make your way into Shavasana, allowing yourself a few moments to relax. So feel a sense of calmness and coolness come into the body as we start to connect with the breath. And maybe see if you can deepen the breath now. So as you inhale, imagine you have a balloon down in your lower tummy, and as you breathe in, that tummy will gently expand like a little balloon. And as you breathe out, the balloon will gently deflate. Don't worry if the mind starts to wander. See if you can bring your awareness back to your breath. Maybe just imagine inflating that balloon and deflating with every inhalation and exhalation. Allow there to be a softness in your lower abdomen, a softness in your pelvic floor, into your lower back. And then bring your awareness to the big muscle that sits just underneath your lungs, your diaphragm. And as you're breathing in, imagine that muscle just gently drawing down towards the pelvic floor as the lungs inflate. And as you exhale, just allow that muscle to gently push the air up and out of the lungs. Maybe it feels a little tight as you start to deepen the breath. It is a muscle like any other muscle in the body. It needs time to relax. It needs to be worked so it's nice and strong so you can take these deep breaths in and full exhalations. So just take a few moments to connect with that diaphragm, the little domed muscle that sits underneath your lungs. And as we breathe in, it's drawing down and softening. And as you breathe out, it's gently contracting and helping the air to release from the body. Just notice if that gentle awareness of the diaphragm changes your breath at all. Maybe you can feel that you breathe slightly deeper. Maybe that you can notice that you're taking a little bit more air out of the lungs. Just staying with this breath, noticing how you're feeling. you to place the word coolness into your mind. So as you breathe in, imagine that coolness flooding into your body. And as you breathe out, all that warm air goes out of the lungs and helps the body to feel cool. Lovely. Just taking a couple more deep breaths in here. And then when you're ready, just start to bring a little bit of awareness back to your fingers and your toes. Give your hands and your feet a little circle around one way. And on your next inhalation, just gently stretch the arms overhead. Maybe stretching those feet away. Just gently reawakening your body and opening up through the front of the body. Now if the lower back is gently lifted from the ground, just see if you can allow the lower back to soften towards the ground and allow the shoulders to be relaxed as well. Don't allow them to hunch up towards the ears. Lovely. Take one more deep breath in, stretch out of the arms and the toes. And as you exhale, gently lower the hands down by the side of the body. Bring the right knee in towards your chest and then the left. Just hold on to the tops of the knees for a moment. Have a gentle rock from side to side. Really slowly. And then we're going to circle both knees around to the right. Paying attention to your lower back as you do this. Just see if you can have that feeling that your lower back is having a little gentle massage. And then gently circle around in the other direction. Lovely. Hug the knees into the chest. Have another little rock towards left to right. And see if you can interlock your hands around the front of the shins. So just squeezing yourself into a little ball. Tuck the chin into the chest a little bit and relax the shoulders. I'm going to draw the tummy in towards the navel and see if you can squeeze the knees a little bit closer towards your chest. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your head up towards your knees. Lengthening out the spine. And as you exhale, gently, gently release. Lovely. Bring the hands right on top of the knees. Bring the big toes together. We're going to take the knees out to the sides, circle them around to the front, and then bring them back into the chest. I would do that a few times, just working into the hips, lubricating the joint, helping to keep it nice and mobile. One more time. When the knees come back to the chest, just gently circle around the other way. Lovely. Come back to stillness. Place the left foot on the ground. Gently hug the right knee into the chest, making sure you're keeping the shoulders relaxed and the chin gently tucking into the chest. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling and find a comfortable place to hold. So this might be the back of the thigh. For some of you, it might be the back of the calf muscle. Relax those shoulders into the ground. Don't force or tug anything here. Trying to release heat and energy from the body. Just have a little point and flex through the ankle. Point the toes up to the ceiling. Flex the foot. Really helping to boost our circulatory system here. So some of you might feel a little puffy in the toes and the feet from the heat we have at the moment. So this is a nice way just to get that lymph flowing back through the body. And releasing some of the build-up in the ankle and the foot. Just gently circle the ankle around to the right a few times. Don't worry about any clunks and clicks. And then circle around to the left. Lovely. Come back to stillness. Maybe see if you can walk your hands slightly higher up. Keep a little flex in your foot and keep the lower back pressing down to the ground. Doesn't matter if the leg's straight, should still just be able to feel the stretch in the belly of the muscle. Keep those elbows relaxed, keep the shoulders relaxed. Sometimes it's quite nice just to have a little wiggle from side to side here. So just find that movement that feels nice for you this evening. Lovely. We'll take one more deep breath in. One more long exhalation. We're going to hold on to the back of your right thigh and take the knee out to the side of the body, sole of the foot staying up towards the ceiling, and just hold on to the back of the thigh. So it's a nice gentle way to come into half happy baby. If you did want to work a little bit more deeply, you are very welcome to take your hand to the outside edge of the foot and hold on to the edge of the foot. But if you're wanting a more gentle, relaxing practice, just bring the hand or the lower arm onto the back of the thigh. And again, sometimes when we come into this pose, a little movement within the asana, maybe a gentle rock from side to side. That might feel quite nice this evening. Make sure the shoulders stay nice and relaxed. Lovely. Softly release your hold of the thigh or the foot. Give the knee a gentle hug in towards the chest. And we'll place the right toes on top of the left knee. As you do this, try and get the knee pointing towards your forehead. So it's not going out to the side here, just gently pointing towards your forehead. And we're going to take those arms nice and wide in that lovely big T shape. Melt the shoulder blades into the ground. Gently tuck the chin into the chest and find the opening into the chest here. Breathe in nice and deeply, and as you exhale, drop both legs over to the left. Coming into that lovely spinal twist. Now if you have your blanket or your pillow or cushion to hand, sometimes it feels quite nice to actually bring the knee or the foot onto the cushion, so you just have a little bit more support in this position. And again, if you want to work a little bit more deeply, you can take the support away. You might like to turn your gaze and look along your right hand. And if you did want to work a little bit more deeply, you can bring your left hand to the outside edge of the right knee. Gently teasing that knee a little bit closer to the ground. But if you are doing that, make sure you've got your right shoulder still having that gentle connection with the ground. Let's spend a few minutes here. Release any tension you're holding in the chest, the shoulder, the neck. Bring awareness to the hips and the thighs and the buttocks. And just noticing any sensations that you can feel in the right hand side of the body. Notice the twist through the ribs, the opening into the right lung. And every time you exhale, just see if you can soften and release just a little bit more. And maybe bringing yourself back to that word coolness. Just allowing any heat to be taken out of the body. There's no pressure here. We're just surrendering into the pose. Allowing all those muscles in the lower back, into the buttocks, into the hips and thighs, to softly release. So the last few breaths, just bringing your awareness to the right lung. So as you breathe in, imagine you're breathing just into the right lung. Feel the expansion and contraction of the ribs as you breathe in. Opening up through all of those intercostal muscles. And maybe if there's a breeze in your room, you can feel the breeze into your arm, your shoulder, your armpits. Lovely. On the next inhalation, gently engage the tummy muscles and really slowly bring the legs back to centre. Place the right foot down on the ground. Walk the feet towards your buttocks slightly. Feet and knees are both hip distance apart. Just gently realign the spine if it requires, if you've gone a little bit wonky here. And place the hands down by the sides of the hips. Just allowing those shoulders to soften into the mat. On an inhalation, lift the hips up. Engage the glutes ever so slightly. A little bit of weight coming to the shoulders. We gently start to massage into the thyroid gland here as well. And as you exhale, gently lower the hips all the way down to the ground. We're going to do that 2 more times with the breath. So inhale, lifting the hips up. Exhale, gently lower down. Inhale, lift. A little engagement of the glutes there. And exhale, slowly, slowly lower. Lovely. Allow the whole of the back just to release into the ground for a moment. And then we'll bring the left knee in towards the chest. Give it a nice little squeeze here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, extend the left leg up towards the ceiling or the sky. Keep the shoulders, the elbows relaxed as you find that comfortable place to hold on to the back of the leg. So in your own time, just start to gently point and flex the foot. Just helping with the circulatory system, the immune system, or the lymphatic system. That does tend to pull a little bit on the extremities in the hot weather. So just allowing all of that to gently circulate around the body again. Take some big circles around to the left. And some big circles around to the right. Lovely. Come back to a nice flexed foot. Just take a moment to find length in the back of the left leg. Keep the shoulders relaxed. The chin is gently tucking into the chest. And the lower back is connected with the ground. So release the hips. Release the buttocks. Make sure the lower back is pressing into the ground. Just spending a few moments here, really opening up into the hamstrings, the glutes, softening the lower back. Lovely. Take a nice deep breath in. Maybe walking the hands up ever so slightly higher. And exhale, softening down. We're going to bring our hand onto the back of the thigh, come into that half happy baby on the left side now. So shining the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. Just holding on to the back of your left thigh. Make sure the right knee is still pointing up to the ceiling. It's not dropping out to the side here. Lower back is into the ground. And if you wanted to work a little bit more deeply, bring your hand to the outside edge of your left foot. And let's gently tease that knee to the outside edge of your left shoulder. Lovely big opening into the groin, into the hips, releasing off the lower back. And if you wanted to introduce that little rocking movement, a really soft, gentle, mindful movement, might feel quite nice. Take a deep breath in and a long exhalation. And if you're holding onto the foot, gently release. We'll bring the leg back to centre and just give it a nice little hug in towards the chest. Place the left toes on the right knee. Take that lovely big T shape with your arms again. Allow the air into the armpits. Gently press the lower back into the ground. Hug the tummy in. Breathe in nice and deeply as you exhale. Twist both knees over to the right hand side. Maybe supporting the lower knee with a pillow if that feels nice. Maybe turning the head to the left hand, just taking your gaze along the left arm. Make sure the left shoulder is still connected with the ground. And if you want to work a little deeper, just bring your right hand to the outside edge of the left knee, gently teasing it down to the ground. No force, no effort. Let's take a lovely deep breath in, and on the next exhalation, just consciously relax all of your body. Any tension or tightness that might have built up throughout the day, breathe it out with every exhalation. Allow the eyes to soften or close. Bring awareness to any sensations you can feel down the left side of the body. Just noticing where you can feel this stretch. Maybe as the body starts to soften, you can slightly deepen the stretch. Be aware of your right ribs, all the muscles in between gently expanding and contracting. Bring your awareness just to the left lung. Take a lovely deep breath in. And as you exhale, let go. Let the body soften. Do that a few more times. Deep breaths in, breathing in and focusing on your left lung. And as every time you exhale, just letting go, coming a little deeper into the pose. Lovely. On your next inhalation, just engage the tummy muscles slightly. Hug the navel in towards the spine. Bring the knees back to centre. And we'll place the left foot down on the ground. Arms come down by the hips. On an inhalation, we're going to lift the hips and float the arms up and overhead at the same time. Gently engaging the glutes. As you exhale, lower the hips and lower the hands. Lovely. Inhale, lifting the hips, rising the arms up and overhead. Exhale, release down. Lovely. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. As the arms come over the head here, hold them here. Pause the breath just for a moment. And as you exhale, leave the hands where they are. Gently lower the hips to the ground. Find that stretch into the ribs, into the sides of the body. And then gently release. Bring the knees into the chest. Hug around the front of the shins. Gently rocking from side to side. We're going to roll onto the side of the body. Press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. And if you have your cushion or pillow to hand, just place it softly underneath your hips. And allow yourself to come into a comfortable seated position. So this could be with the legs crossed, it could be with the leg extended out to the side. If you feel more comfortable kneeling, you can always come into a kneel. You're at home, if you'd like to come into a chair, come into a chair. Okay, let's sit up nice and tall. We're going to do a little bit of alternate nostril breathing, which really helps to balance out the yin and the yang, the masculine and feminine sides of the body, the heat and the cold. So it does help to lower the heart rate, lower the blood pressure, and just bring us back into a more balanced environment. So left hand comes into Chin Mudra, we prepare the right hand into Vishnu Mudra. So the first two fingers of the right hand come into the palm of the hand. And we're going to use the thumb and the ring finger to alternate the opening and closing of the nostrils. So just take a moment, bring your right hand down onto the knee for a moment, lift up nice and tall out of the spine and encourage the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, but sink your sit bones towards the ground, release the knees, release the hips. Open up through the chest a little bit, make sure the chin is parallel to the ground, and softly close the eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in. And a lovely long exhalation. Deep breath in. Relax the shoulders on the exhalation. One more time, deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the right hand up and we'll gently close off the right nostrils. And inhale through the left. 2, 3, 4. Close both nostrils, retain the breath. And then we'll open the right nostril and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4. Close both nostrils, retain the breath. Exhale left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale left, 2, 3, 4, retain. If any of you are struggling to breathe through the nostrils, I know hay fever is quite bad at the moment, just breathe through the nostril that you can and visualise the air going into the other nostril. Let's exhale right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale right, 2, 3, 4, close the nostrils, retain the breath. Exhale left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale left, 2, 3, 4, retain. Exhale right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale right, 2, 3, 4, retain. Relax the shoulders, sit up tall. Exhale left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale left, 2, 3, 4, retain. Exhale right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale right, 2, 3, 4, last retention. Exhale left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lower your hand down to your knee, sit up nice and tall. I'm going to spend a few moments just meditating on the word Shanti. So Shanti is the Sanskrit word for peace. So I'd like you to place the word Shanti in your mind and repeat the word internally as frequently as you like. The word Shanti. You can lengthen the sh and make it Shanti. You might like to breathe in and think of the word Shanti and breathe out and think of the word Shanti. We're going to be staying here for the next 2 minutes. And if the mind does start to wander, don't worry. Just bring your awareness back to the word. And you'll next hear my voice again in about 2 minutes. Shanti, peace. awareness back to the body, resting in Sukhasana, your easy seated pose. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. Let's take a deep breath in and a lovely full exhalation. Breathe in. Exhale completely. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, just allow those eyes to softly open. Beautiful. Okay, let's tuck the chin into the chest. Lengthen out through the muscles in the back of your neck and the tops of the shoulder and the space between your shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in here. Soften those shoulders away from the ears. Now as you inhale, take the chin all the way up to the ceiling, taking your gaze upwards. Open your mouth as wide as you can. Keep that gaze upwards and we'll close the mouth. Open and close, open and close, open and close. And on the next inhalation, bring the head gently back to centre. Take your gaze over your right shoulder without the shoulders moving, really slowly to the right side. Inhale back to centre and exhale over to the left. Inhale back to centre. Exhale to the right. Just keep this movement going for a few times. Really focus on relaxing any tightness that you might be feeling in the muscles running down from the back of the head to the tops of the shoulders. Lovely. The next time you go to the left side, we're just going to allow the head to come back to neutral. Tuck the chin into the chest and start to circle a lovely big circle all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale back down to the chest. Gently circle around the other way, inhaling up, exhaling down. One more time, either side, inhale up. Might like to close or soften the eyes here, exhale down. And then last time, inhaling up. And exhale down. Gently bring your head back to neutral. Fingertips come onto your shoulders. Let's bring the elbows together if you can. And gently make a lovely big circle with those elbows. Just starting to release off the shoulder joints. Again, helping to keep them mobile and lubricate the fluid surrounding those joints. One more time this way. Next time the elbows touch the beginning. Just gently circle around the other way. Feel all those muscles in the back of your body having a gentle movement. Lovely. Let's release the arms down. Give everything a nice little shake. Extend the arms out in front and imagine the fingertips coming up to the ceiling as much as you can, pressing the heels of the hands away from you. As you exhale, take the fingertips down to the ground and find the stretch in the top of your wrists here. So inhale, take the fingers up, find the stretch in the bottom of your wrist. Keep the arms nice and straight. Exhale, fingertips down. And just do that a few times, just alternating, releasing off into the wrist joints. Lovely. Circle both wrists around to the right. Circle both round to the left. Stretch the fingers nice and wide, clench the fists, and do that a few times. Stretch and clench, stretch and clench. Again, increasing that circulation, so if you do have any swelling in the fingers, just helps the circulation to go back around the body. Lovely. Shake off those hands, shake off the arms. We'll bring the left fingertips down to the ground, rise the right fingertips up to the ceiling and lengthen out of the right side of the body here. Have a gentle engagement of the tummy muscles. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently fold over to the left. Keep both buttocks connected onto your cushion or the floor if you're on the floor. Take the gaze up and underneath your armpits. You're really opening up through the chest here. If there's any tenderness in the shoulders, you can always just glide the arm up the side of the body, instead of taking the arm up and overhead. Or maybe you can just bring the fingertips onto the shoulder. Wherever you are, let's inhale, straighten back up, and exhale, release the arm down. Place the right hand on the ground, inhale the left arm up. Inhale, reaching up. Again, you can bring the fingertips onto the shoulder if that feels nice. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to fold laterally across to the right side of the body. Try not to let the chest sink forward. Keep yourself in that lovely straight line. Take the gaze up and underneath the armpits. And again, just a reminder, you can slide the arm up there if there's any tension in the shoulders. Bring the fingertips onto the top or reach the hand away. Whatever feels nice for you. Keep the gentle engagement of your tummy muscles. Take a deep breath in. Just see if we can stretch out a little bit more. And as you exhale, floating all the way back up to center. Let's bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart space. Gently soften the eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. On the next inhalation, we're going to bring your left hand onto the right side of the chest and float the right arm behind. Take a deep breath in here, and as you exhale, we're going to swap the hands over so that the right arm comes onto the left chest. We gently twist the left arm behind. So we've got a little twist through the thoracic spine here. We've got some cross-lateral movement, which is really good for working the left and right hemispheres of the brain. Exhale, come back to center, and swapping over. Left hand to the right chest, gently twist behind. And bring in the right hand to the left side of the chest, gently take the left arm behind. Let's do that a few times. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, back to center. Just staying with this movement for a moment. Maybe noticing if you can feel the heat of your hands onto your chest as you place your hands on your chest. Just working with your breath, just creating a little bit of spinal flexibility. And as the ancient yogis say, you're only as young as your spine is flexible. Lovely. The next time you come round to the left side, bring the arms back to prayer in front of the heart space. Inhale, rise the arms up and overhead. Reach both fingertips up to the ceiling here. Take your gaze up for a moment, hug the tummy in. Reach those fingertips up. They don't need to be together if you don't want to. You can relax the shoulders down. Exhale, lower the arms to the ground. Let's do that again. Inhale, float the arms out to the side, up and overhead. Taking the gaze upwards. Exhale, floating the arms down by the side. And take the gaze downwards as the arms come down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, gently lower. And we'll do that one more time. So as we inhale this time, see if you can bring the hands together ahead of you. You can bend the elbows if you need to. And as you exhale, hands come gently to prayer. Beautiful. Let's take the knees out to the side, and we're going to make our way into legs up the wall pose. So remove yourself from your blanket or cushion, but have it to hand and bring yourself as close to the wall, sitting sideways to the wall, so your hip is actually connected to the wall. Lay yourself down. This is a little bit awkward to get into, but when you're there, it's really lovely. Lay yourself down so the mat is supporting your back and your legs are almost at a 90-degree angle to the wall. Then bend your feet. I do hope my feet are clean on this white wall. Bend the feet, the knees, press into your feet, lift the hips up and place your cushion underneath the hips and the lower back. When you've got that nice and comfortable underneath you, then extend the legs back up to the ceiling and take the arms wherever feels comfortable for you, away from the body. Relax your toes, relax your ankles, your knees and your hips. Soften the whole of the pelvic region and your abdomen and the lower back. Relax your shoulder blades into the ground. Relax the elbows, the wrists and the fingers. Gently tuck the chin in towards the chest to keep that length in the spine. And see now if you can consciously relax every single muscle in your legs, every single muscle in your spine and your face. You might like to play around with the legs here. Some of you might like to take them into a lovely big V shape. Some of you might like to bring the soles of the feet together and just allow the knees to rest out to the side. So choose a nice comfortable position for your legs. And we're going to be staying here for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to start by just telling you of a few of the reasons why an inversion is so important. And as we give yourself time to rest and relax, we're going to do a gentle guided meditation before we come for our final few minutes in Shavasana. I am just walking closer to the camera so you can hear me slightly better. So just in case you wonder what I'm doing, that's what I'm up to. Okay, so some of the wonderful reasons to come into this pose. It really, really helps to improve our immune function. So our lymphatic system, the lymph, the little white clear fluid, helps to clear toxins and dead cells from the body. It's a really important aspect of the immune system. But unlike the circulatory system, it doesn't have a pump. It flows through your body because of muscular movement, including breathing. So as we used the diaphragm for our breathing earlier, that's actually helping to pump the lymph around the system. Lymph has to travel from the interstitial tissue all over the body, all the way back up to the thoracic duct, which is near your left collarbone, to then flow back into the bloodstream. So when you invert, you give this process a bit of support. Inversions may benefit the lymphatic system and through it have a positive effect on the immune system. That's just a little bit of reason as to why we come into inversions. And it's really helpful to try and spend about 3 minutes in an inversion every day. And this is a really nice way to do it. When we have legs up the wall, there's no effort in the body at all. The whole of the body is completely relaxed. So let's just take a few moments just to calm the mind. And as I say, I'm going to treat you to a lovely guided relaxation this evening. And seeing this is a beautiful hot day, I thought we would take a little trip to the beach. So just feel your arms and your legs becoming loose and relaxed. Now relax your neck and back by relaxing your spine. Release the hold of your muscles all the way from your head, down your neck, along each vertebra to the tip of your spine. Breathe deeply into your diaphragm, drawing air fully into your lungs. And if you like, you can release the air with a soft whooshing sound. Breathe in again, slowly. Pause for a moment at the top of the breath. And breathe out. Draw a deep breath in. Pause again. and out. Breathe in and breathe out. Become more and more relaxed with each breath. Feel your body giving up all the tension, becoming relaxed, calm and peaceful. Feel a wave of relaxation flow from the soles of your feet to your ankles, lower legs, hips, pelvic area, abdomen, chest, back, hands, lower arms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, neck, back of your head, face, and the top of your head. Allow your entire body to rest heavily on the surface where you sit or lie. And now that your body is fully relaxed, allow the visualization relaxation to begin. Imagine you're walking towards the ocean, walking through a beautiful tropical forest. You can hear the waves up ahead. You can smell the ocean spray. The air is moist and warm. Feel a pleasant, cool breeze blowing through the trees. You walk along a path, coming closer to the sea. As you come to the edge of the trees, you see the brilliant aqua colour of the ocean ahead. You walk out of the forest and onto a long stretch of white sand. The sand is very soft powder. Imagine taking off your shoes and allowing your feet to softly wiggle in the corners of the sand. You walk through the white sand towards the water. The beach is wide and long. You hear the waves crashing to the shore. Smell the clean salt water and beach. You gaze again towards the water. It is a bright blue-green. See the waves washing up onto the sand and receding back towards the ocean. Washing up and flowing back down. Enjoy the ever-repeating rhythm of the waves. Imagine yourself walking towards the water, over the fine hot sand. You are feeling very hot. As you approach the water, you can feel the fine mist of the ocean on your skin. You walk closer to the waves and feel the sand becoming wet and firm. A wave washes over the sand toward you and touches your toes before receding. As you step forward, more waves wash over your feet. Feel the cool water provide relief from the heat. Walk further into the clear, clean water. You can see the white sand under the water. The water is a pleasant, relaxing temperature, providing relief from the hot sun. It's cool, but not cold. You walk further into the water if you wish. Swim if you want to. Enjoy the ocean for a few minutes and allow the feeling of relaxation to deepen more and more as you enjoy the ocean. Now you are feeling calm and refreshed. You walk back out of the water and onto the beach. Stroll along the beach of the water's edge, free of worries, no stress, just calm, enjoying this little holiday. Up ahead is a comfortable lounger and a towel just for you. Sit or lie down in the chair or relax on the chair, enjoying the sun, the breeze, the sound of the waves. You feel peaceful and relaxed and allow all of your stresses to melt away. When you are ready to return from your vacation, do so really, really slowly. Bring yourself back to your usual level of alertness and awareness. When you feel ready to, we'll softly make our way out of our legs up the wall pose and taking a few moments to make your way into Shavasana, either with the legs extended or the legs out in front of you. Just be really mindful as you remove the legs from the wall, just curling yourself onto the side of the body as you do so. And slowly bring yourself into Shavasana. Keep with you this feeling of calm and relaxation. Feeling ready to return to the rest of your evening. Very slowly, when you feel ready to, allow your eyes to open. Bring some movement back to your fingers and your toes, stretching the muscles and allowing yourself to become fully alert and refreshed and filled with energy. And just know you can practice this visualization as often as you wish and provide yourself with a mental vacation whenever you need it. Visualization is a skill that can be learned, and the more you practice, the more skilled you become, and the more effectively you'll be able to relax using this visualization. So when you feel ready to, let's bring the legs together, stretch the arms up and overhead, really reawaken that body. And as you exhale, bring the arms down by the side of the body and slowly hug one knee into the chest, followed by the other, and gently rock yourself from side to side. In your own time, rolling onto the right hand side of the body into that little fetal position, and eventually making your way up to a comfortable seated position. where we'll finish the class. So making your way into your easy cross-legged position, sitting up nice and tall out of the spine. Maybe just allow the eyes to soften or close for a moment. Take a moment to notice how you're feeling. You might notice a sense of coolness after your practice. Maybe a sense of feeling refreshed and relaxed. And when you're ready to, let's inhale, take the arms out to the side, up and overhead, and bring the arms back to your heart space on the exhalation. So that 2 more times, just gently reawaken yourselves. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Lovely. 1 more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands come to the prayer. We'll gently bow the head. And Om Shanti. Namaste. So I hope you enjoyed your practice this evening. Slightly different format this evening, but it was aiming to help us nice and cool and relaxed and prepare us for hopefully a lovely good night's sleep. Do try and take on a little bit more water this evening, just for those detoxifying poses will help to flush the toxins out. So make sure you've got enough water to allow your body to do that effectively. And let's just think, it's Tuesday. I'm now teaching again Thursday morning live. We've got a 20-minute Rise and Shine yoga. And at some point tomorrow, I'm going to upload the 20-minute bedtime stretch that you can use for the next week. So I hope you enjoyed your practice. Thank you all so much for joining me. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.